All right, so Japan's going based. Great.
Yep. Yep.
Good to know.
It all started with lesbian bar fighting. Speaking of which, North Korea is in the news. So North Korea sends foreign minister to Russia as its troops train to fight against Ukraine. And we had to send our best person, Mark Rubert,
No.
NATO Secretary General. I'm kidding. I have no idea who this guy is. So North Korea said Tuesday at the top of its... oh, man, I'm having a hard time reading this. Here we go. There we go. That's a little better. So North Korea said Tuesday its top diplomat for visiting Russia is in another sign of deepening relations with its rivals South Korea, and Western nations say that North has sent thousands of troops to support Russia's war in Ukraine. This is news to me. I have not heard of North Korea sending troops to Russia's aid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know they've been sending support, but not troops. So this is new.
I know. My husband was telling me about that, like, for the past week and a half. He kept telling me the different developments of it. I'm like, oh crap. Yeah, it's never good when nations start joining together in opposition, especially when the opposition is to us.
Oh, I gotta look something up real fast. Is North Korea part of the BRICS nations? No.
Mm-mm.
So do you think they're going to?
Well, so what's the standing as far as like Ukraine, and the whole talk about them joining NATO? They were denied at the last time it was brought up, right?
Yes. Because it violates the NATO treaty of there shall not be a border between NATO and Russia.
Right.
I believe that's how that goes. Correct me if I'm wrong.
But so, I mean, if this is all happening, could that come to the table again? And I think that if anything, people are waiting to see what happens after next week.
That is a good point. I didn't think about that. People are definitely waiting to see what's going to happen next week. Speaking of which, next week, election stream right here on the Roman Nation.
Yes.
I believe we're going live at 2 p.m. Eastern, but news to come.
Sweet.
But yeah, that brings up an interesting point, because is this a setting of Russia is on a standstill and they're going to be using this 10,000 troops to bolster the line while they regroup to decide what's going to happen in the what's it calls it during the United States election?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it could just be them posturing. It could just be them getting set up, and just in case. But like, because if you're not really in the mix of everything that's going on here, all you're probably hearing is that it's a very tight race, because that's what everybody keeps saying.
Yes.
So I would think that they would want to be ready if it went the Cheney way, let's just say.
The Cheney way?
Mm.
So who's going to apologize, Vladimir Putin or Kim Jong-un?
I think they would probably like try to put something together and let their translators handle it.
Oh man, I gotta find this. Oh my god. It was Putin and Kim Jong-un at a dinner party, and like they had drinks and they went to cheers and go to drink and they stop. They just completely stop. They're like, I don't know what's in this drink. Like that was just the Mean Thieves.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think we did use that on one of the. Did we not use that on one of the shows, or am I going crazy? I feel like me researching and then the shows and like all this other stuff, like I'm terminally online now, that everything just like bleeds into each other, and I can't remember where I've seen it. But yeah, I remember seeing that. But like it's just like I don't know a ton about their politics. I don't know a ton about what they would both want, but I think that what they don't really want is a world war. Like I don't think they actually who would actually want that?
Right.
Except for, war contractors and stuff like that. Of course, they're salivating at the idea, but these countries and their people that are going to be really really upset and losing their lives. I don't think that they want. Yes, I remember seeing this. So it may just be posturing. It may just be showing like we have support too, kind of thing.
Right. So this is not the right one because the hell is this? Sorry, there was something playing in the background. This is not the right one. This is at a formal dinner party. But there was definitely one where they were in a different room. I think it was like had a red table on it, and like they just stopped holding the glasses, looked at each other, looked at the glass, and just casually both put it down at the same time. It's like, okay, I don't know which came first, this video or that one, but like it's out there. If you find it, at me on Twitter. I want to see that video again. If you find it, put it on my Twitter.
Yes, please. But yeah, so I mean, who would they have? They would have North Korea. Russia. I mean, they would have North Korea. They would probably get with Iran.
Yeah.
And who would we have? Would we actually have? I mean, we'd have Japan, I guess. China, we've kind of having like a love-hate relationship with them. So I don't know about that.
We don't have a love-hate relationship with China. We don't. We absolutely don't. China loves us.
Ah. Okay.
We love them.
Right.
But we're trying to figure out how to get rid of our trade deficit without going to war.
Right.
And China doesn't want that to happen.
So, okay. But so they would kind of be left because, like I said, if Putin and Kim Jong-un, if they didn't want to go to war, if Trump won and they said, okay, now we can start negotiating, we can stop all the war and whatever, if that actually does play out in favor, then China would kind of chillax because who would they have to come with them if they wanted to start some type of war or something like that because of too many tariffs?
Well,
it would just be like an underhanded kind of thing, like not giving us our antibiotics and stuff like that.
Right. But may I also refer back to Article A, CNBC, right here. This little thing. Trump has pledged 20% universal tariff on all imports from all countries, with specifically 60% rate for the Chinese imports. Right there. Just that little line right there. That will spell war. Like, Japan went to war for less. What do you think China will do?
I mean, but okay, I know they have their military and not, I mean, let's just be quite frank and without actually saying the words.
Okay.
Over the past few years, our nation has been weakened by a lot of different things, by disease, by people not knowing, where they stand as far, not really caring about their community, not wanting to fight for this country, not wanting to, sign up and join the military and all this other kind of stuff. There's been a lot that's happened over the time to weaken us. But even though when they show their military, are they actually as strong as what it looks like when they show them all like doing their march and everything like that? Like under those clothes, are they actually like buff soldiers, or are they also weak because of what they have to go through in that country?
So shout out to Vashnik.
Yay! Yay! Thank you, Vash.
Shout out to Vashnik.
That's great. Yes. Well, so I guess they don't all the way trust each other.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the strength of the Discord, folks.
That is the strength of the Discord. It's great.
Yeah.
So Bannon is out.
Mm-hmm.
Harris can't do words. Bezos is going on a diplomatic tirade.
Mm-hmm.
Japan is going woke, or at least not really going woke. I don't think. I think they're just fed up with their system and trying to get something better in there. Russia and Korea are starting a new blitzkrieg. Got it.